Hi, Hiram here. I guess about a week or so ago I did a video on what my favorite alcohol stove was, and it turned out to be two, one being the Trangia and the other one being a fancy feast stove, alcohol stove. And I had said that I use the Trangia if I'm heating up food like beans or dried meals and stuff, but I use this mostly for heating up hot water to mix in with food. The reason for that was because there's no simmering on this. It just kind of burns all bent out. So since then I've had a number of people asking me that if I was to make a simmer ring, how would I do it? So I went and looked around, tried to figure out what to do, and I thought, I guess the one way to do it would be to cut down the amount of flames here. And what I did was, actually I did this one first. I made it so that the can's a little bit bigger than the fancy feast, a little bit bigger in diameter, but I cut it off 1/4 of an inch from the top of this can. So this would relate to your specific fancy feast. You'd have to change it for that. But in this case, I made this one 1/4 inch shorter than this length. And I did a bunch of tests. I did 3 tests at a time. Figured the good, the bad, and the ugly, and then took the average of them. In this setting, with the fancy feast just as it is, in 3 tests, the average came out to, starting with water at 43 degrees Fahrenheit, because I just took it out of the refrigerator. The time to boil was about 6 minutes and 22 seconds, and the run out time was 14 minutes 52 seconds. Looks like this is getting a little old. It's been used a lot. So anyway, that was the average for 3 tests. So then I did 3 tests using the 1/4 inch. Put that on there. And the averages came out for this for 3 tests, starting again at 43 degrees Fahrenheit. Boil time was 6 minutes 12 seconds, which was actually faster than this way. I don't understand that. But using the 1/4 inch, so there's only a 1/4 inch exposed here, and I'll show you in a minute. Or I guess I'll do it now. This is the 2 flames together. The one on the left will be the 1/4 inch high. The one on the right will be my next one that I'm going to do at 1/8 of an inch. So the averages with the 1/4 inch, the one on the left, was time to boil was 6 minutes 12 seconds, a little bit faster than before, but the run out time was only 9 minutes and 10 seconds. So I really don't understand that one. So then I made another simmering, I guess I don't know what you want to call it, but this one's only 1/8 of an inch shorter than this. And I did the same 3 tests with that. This time the boil time came out to an average of 9 minutes and 33 seconds versus 6 minutes and 12 seconds. And the run out time averaged out to 16 minutes and 20 seconds, which is really more like what I had expected the other one to do too. So it looks like just doing this kind of a setup, a ring on the outside that's 1/8 of an inch shorter than your fancy feast stove, punched a couple of holes in it, just set it on there, and it cuts the flame way down. Now the thing is, this will be susceptible to wind, so you're really going to have to protect it with a good windscreen. But if you need something that will cut down the heat, this seems to do it. I tried to make a video of looking down at the water to show how it was boiling. When it was just this part, just a fancy feast, it boiled hard. But when I put this simmering on, it simmered. It was a very, very light boil. So that's the kind of stuff you'd want to do with that. So this is what I would do if I was going to use a simmering. It's just a can. In this case, it was pumpkin. It's a 15-ounce can, and it just goes on there. Now again, it depends on your size of your fancy feast. If you use a bigger cat food can or some other can to make it larger, then the ring would have to be a little bit larger. But this is using a cat food can. Okay, so I hope that helps. But I'll have to try this in the winter and see what happens. Usually when I use this, it was more for melting snow and just heating up water, but I guess a summer ring would be a good thing to have. Easy to make. You just take a can, cut it off, and there you are. So for those of you that asked for this, I hope it helps. I thank you for watching. I look forward to your input, questions, remarks, helpful suggestions. And as always, watch for my buddy Max. Bye now.